Ooh, it got pretty scary at one point in time before the captain decided to hold 1.6 billion hands and say, "Ghabrao mat, main hoon na." That's what Suryakumar Yadav has done. Taken India to a bit of respectability, you'd say. 161 for 9. Things were looking pretty sketchy at one point, but he has pretty much just held the innings together. You can see he's got more than 50% of the score. Pity that he didn't have as much support as he would have liked, but he was good enough to do it alone. 84 not out of 49 deliveries for him. That's where he ended. India has reached 161 for the loss of 9 wickets. USA will be happy. Put India into bat and they'd be happy with their bowling. There was a really good bowling effort, especially in the power play, the first 10, lots of wickets there. We'll discuss all of that right now on Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. With me, Dinesh, Karthik and Ajinkya Rahane. It was scary, Ajju. I was very scared. Mujhe laga bhoot aa gaya. That's pretty scary, man.
Yeah, it was. It was very scary till over number 10. I thought, I think this is a decent total. 160, 1 for 8. Comparatively what India were doing, 63 for 4, bad power play after a very long time.
Yeah.
But credit to Suryakumar Yadav, the way he batted.
You're being very nice by saying that's a bad power play, right? Because that is a
very bad power play.
Horrible, nightmarish power play, DK.
I don't think we started very well, to put it lightly. We're not used to seeing Abhishek get out the first ball, and it was a really nice shot. It got caught. Great tactical move by USA to put the fielder there, set it up almost perfectly. And then Abhishek obviously played to his strength. On many other days, it could have gone to outside the boundary, but it wasn't to be today. But then they kept applying pressure. 3 wickets in 1 over from Schalkwyk. That was, again, magical from his point of view and from USA's point of view. And they put India under a lot of pressure. I mean, it wasn't the easiest pitch to bat on, turning a bit slow and tacky. But towards the end, for the fast bowlers, there's probably not as much. But for the spinners, there is enough and more to work with. But the kind of knocks that we're used to seeing from Suryakumar Yadav, we missed it for a wee bit. The man's back, and it's great to see all the pyrotechnics he's able to show us.
Yeah, pyrotechnics is a very good word, actually. And very eco-friendly pyrotechnics as well. And all over the ground. But we'll just talk about, India was 63 for 4 at the 10-over mark. We don't need to even pull out the record sheet to basically tell people that this is not something we're used to seeing from this India team. I'm just happy that it's humbling. I'm happy it's happened in the first game. We're hoping that 161 will be good enough because the Indian bowling is amazing. But it's a good scare, actually. It's a good jolt, isn't it?
It's a good scare, and as you rightly mentioned, it's a good thing it's happened now rather than happening in the knockout games.
Yeah.
No Indian batting, it's not tested. As in, 4 wickets down quickly and then lower order getting the contribution. Suryakumar Yadav getting into form during New Zealand series was very crucial from the team's point of view. What I liked about him today, he backed his strength. So basically playing those sweep shots from mid-wicket to deep fine leg and then playing fast bowlers over square leg, over fine leg.
Yeah.
First 10-15 balls, he took his time, focusing on singles. He played a lot of dot balls during that period. But then after that, it was completely different class.
Yeah, he, as we said, he scored more than 50% of the runs. So he really has been the star for India. But I want to talk about the USA bowling because I think that you would definitely give them top of the class marks today.
All their bowlers bowled quite nicely. Netrawalkar had an off day. Yeah. Somebody who actually did phenomenally well in the last World Cup. But Schalkwyk was beautiful. The way he was able to put India under immense pressure. I thought both their spinners, Mohsin Khan and Harmeet Singh, bowled wonderfully well. Controlled the proceedings through the middle. Look, it was easier for the bowlers to bowl post the power play. Let's be honest. When you have 4 wickets gone in the power play, it almost gives you that relief saying it's okay, I think we're in a good place, we can toss it up a little bit more, bowl a little bit more attacking, and that worked well for Mohsin Khan and Harmeet Singh. But Harmeet actually bowled a couple of good overs because he was bowling to Akshar, he was bowling to Rinku, he wasn't giving them the easy boundary, and then eventually got Harmeet out as well. Hardik Pandya, the big wicket. So, good bowling effort by USA, but I think India, in a way, just got themselves into a safer position than they would have been by those last over, not even last 2 overs, last over. Surya, I think, has just taken India to a decent place.
Yeah, so, while you'd give them really good marks for most of the innings, somewhere at the halfway mark, they will be kicking themselves that when you have your foot on the jugular of a team like India, you don't let that go. Yeah. They should not have let India get 261.
That drop catch,
200 and 161.
161.
161.
Oh, 200. Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice. Tell me that was wordplay, please.
I wish it was 261, but it's not. They shouldn't have let India get 161.
I think the drop catch.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. 10th over, last ball, I guess.
Yes.
That will hunt them. No, 161, as I said, it's still under par at the Wankhede.
That's a good point. I genuinely feel the score is under par by at least 20 runs. Purely because I'm expecting Dew to be there. But the big thing for India is how their spinners bowl. I know there's work for fast bowlers to do, a couple of wickets up front, but this game will almost hinge on how well Varun Chakravarti bowls. If he's able to pick wickets through the middle, India will win this game. Akshar Patel will give you the control. But Akshar Patel will be bowling like he does. What that means is he'll bowl defensively. If the batters go after him, then the wickets will come. He's not going to prize a wicket off you. But Varun Chakravarti has the potential to get batters to defend and get them out. And that is going to be extremely key.
We must talk about Schalkwyk and that over, the triple strike over, which pretty much just changed the game while everybody was looking last over of the power play. You're thinking that, life is easy. We're going to get a few runs. We'll get to a decent score in the power play. And there he is. He gets what? Tilak, Shivam and Ishan, right?
Yeah.
He got the
Kishan first up. Got a shot mid-off.
Yeah.
And then he got Tilak. And then last was Shivam Dubey. Slower bumper. Didn't come on to him. Bit unlucky.
Bit unlucky, but for the bowler...
But it's a dream over.
It's a dream.
And bowling over number 6, generally, batting team looking to go really hard. 3 wicket in that over.
And which
India
is
were
what
1 down.
they look to do. He's right. Because, Ishan Kishan looked to hit that big shot. Got caught. And then Tilak.
And Shivam as well. So it's a dream over.
He's not going to bowl another over like that with those wickets at least.
I mean, very few people actually bowl that kind of an over in their entire career. To bowl it on your first game of a World Cup, Wankhede Stadium against India, that really is kind of a dream come true. They did make they were good tactically, because you saw obviously a lot of when you see outfield catches, you're placing a fielders correct. You're bowling to where you think you can tempt the batter into hitting their kind of favorite shot. But with Surya, I think they definitely have dropped the ball, because they really fed him the balls that he likes, didn't they?
But that's how Surya plays. Surya, I thought he was moving really well in the crease. No, if you see his wagon wheel, those 39, 40 runs.
In all fairness, he's picked out a few which were outside the off stump, which he does. But a lot of them were actually gift wrapped and on the leg stump and even off the leg stump.
But that's going to happen. That's bound to happen. No, inexperienced bowling attack like US, that's bound to happen. But let's give credit to Surya. The way he was moving, the way he was using the crease was amazing. I thought India were in trouble, and he stuck to his strength rather than doing something different. I thought he's stuck to his strengths, playing sweep shots, playing cramp for the fast bowlers. So I thought he did really well there.
And also, in USA's defense, Ali Khan not bowling those last 2 overs because of the injury he got, that played a big part, because he bowls 18 and 20, and so 2 key overs, and the 20th over went for 21 runs. So it's not that easy to bowl to Surya. So Surya is a player who is very hard to bowl to, because when there is bounce and there is space, he's able to use it beautifully depending on what the field is. When they had short square leg and short fine leg up, he goes inside the line, picks it up over square leg. Then they put mid-off up, he just stands tall, goes over mid-off. And when you don't have too much pace to work with, you don't put pressure on the batter. Once the batter decides this is what he's going to do, because the fear of not getting hit is there, he can almost back himself to get into that position to do it. When they removed deep square leg and then kept another fielder, he went over short fine leg. Now he was toying with the bowling. At a point, he can make the captain look very silly. And it's not easy to bowl to a Surya. And we are talking about Surya playing against American bowlers, but for years now in IPL against quality attacks, he can just make you look very silly when he gets going. So you got to give that man a lot of credit as well.
Are USA going to feel the pinch? Because they've had 2 bowlers basically go off.
Yeah.
Right?
Ali and Shubham.
Yeah. Both have actually
Shubham probably he can bat as well. So that's the big blow. If he's not fit, that's a big blow from their batting point of view.
Yeah. And let's talk about Mohammad Mohsin as well, because he bowled his 4 overs for 16 runs, 13 dot balls. That's fantastic. And with Schalkwyk, you see 12 dot balls, but that happens when you get a wicket. You get that respect for 1 or 2 deliveries. But Mohammad Mohsin, again, is 4 overs with bowling for 16 and 1 wicket. That's again a dream analysis against India.
Yeah, and towards the end he gave 1-4 in the last over. Others would have ended with even better analysis. Again, a product of the Joburg Super Kings team in the MLC. did very well for them. Was a bit of a last-minute pick, but ended up having a successful MLC and
Texas Super Kings.
Texas Super.
Yeah,
I keep saying Dallas. I don't know why. Texas Super.
No, you said Joburg.
Oh, sorry, no, Texas Super.
I was like, the leagues are all merging. This is Christopher Nolan is happening.
No, Texas Super Kings, and he bowled very well for them. Faf du Plessis and Fleming backed him, and he was the lone spinner a lot of the games, and he did very well for them. And that confidence is showing, obviously, in somebody who's from Pakistan, who's migrated to America and has found his opportunity, and he's doing very well here. But what was really good today was how controlled he was. For a leg spinner to have that kind of consistency of length and vary his pace was something that was very good to see, and he looks like their key bowler through the middle to pick up wickets.
Sorry, looks like he spent a lot of time in South Africa.
He does.
Joburg bol ke SA T20.
Yeah. He has given us, actually, if you count, DK has referenced the SA20 about 14 times.
But I was actually referencing MLC.
Yeah. But
They need to pay me some kind of royalty, SA20.
Who, SA20
Yeah,
or MLC?
I keep going to Joburg Super Kings and I meant Dallas, Texas Super Kings.
Kaha Joburg?
Kaha Texas? Kaha Cayman Island? Kaha Jersey Island? Kaha offshore account? It's very tough, yeah. It's very tough to get this all sorted. But anyway, with USA are looking at this game at the halfway mark and they're thinking, can we do this? I mean, they've beaten Pakistan in the World Cup, but to defeat India, in India, at the Wankhede Stadium, defending champions in this kind of form, could this be one of the all-time upsets in the history of this tournament if they can do it?
See, as I said, this score is under par at Wankhede. India needs to start really well, same as USA. They need to bat really well. The first 6 overs will set the tone for them. If they go really hard and they do really well in first 6 overs, I think they have a game in hand.
What would you, if you were in the USA think tank, what are you telling them? Where do you want to see them at the end of 6 overs to give them a chance to get this 162?
They need to start pretty strong in the power play, put pressure back on the bowlers, try and bowl Varun's overs, get him in early in the power play for sure one, and then put pressure when he comes outside of it by making sure you're playing strong shots. If you're looking to hit sixes of him and you're not picking him, then you give a chance of a wicket. So play him in a clever manner, and the rest of the bowlers who are able to pick and target, play them to your strengths.
So, well, anyway, before we go, we'll just show you the India batting card. This is not a kind of batting card that you see very often because it's got more failures than successes, and that doesn't happen every day. It's happened today on the first game that India's played in the World Cup. You see Abhishek Sharma. What I like about Abhishek is he doesn't waste time, right? Either he'll get you 18, 35 balls or he'll get out first ball. He's like, I'm not wasting time.
I think that's a very unfair statement. I don't think he gets out very early these days.
He's done it in New Zealand series.
I think 1 or 2 games.
In 2 games.
I think there's there's a bit of a thing from the hangover from there. But he's got more than 1,000 runs at a strike rate of 200 plus. You can't do that in one single season by being hit or miss.
No, but
he is so consistent.
Oh, no. He is only hit. But I'm saying in the rare times when he misses on first ball only.
Oh, like that.
He's like, I'm not wasting any time. Now you guys come. I can't carry you every time, right? But that's the thing about Abhishek. And that's what I thought. When USA got Abhishek's wicket, when you get Abhishek's wicket first ball, that's something that you're rejoicing till late into the night because, as we said, it doesn't happen often.
Yeah. What India do need to see is when Abhishek gets out early, are they still able to get par at plus scores, which they normally get? Which will be a challenge for them in this World Cup. Whenever Abhishek gets out early, when he doesn't, you know what he's
I think it happened with New Zealand, and I think that's what we were talking about in one of the games where India scored big, even though he got out first ball. And it'll be like, even Abhishek would be relieved that that's happened, because otherwise you tend to feel the pressure that so much is on you all the time. But today, I think if you looked on that batting card, it's not been a good day. Now the bowlers need to have a very, very good day to ensure that the country does not have a bad day. Because if India does lose to the United States of America today, then forget about the emotions. Just qualification-wise, it does get a little tough, doesn't it?
I think let's not think about that. I think India will win the game. India, let's not.
I love how you're he's being like mummy. He's like mother says, na beta, negative mat socha karo. I'm just talking about scenarios, right? Pretending to be neutral, I am. But no, it's going to be enough. The bowlers should get the job done. That's why I'm not too worried. The bowlers should get this job done. They're good enough.
They're good enough. The only challenge will be due.
Okay.
If the due comes in, then it'll be a challenge.
Power play scores. What are you saying? I'm saying 47.
यार आज के सारे गेस गलत ही आ रहे हैं.
एक ये वाला ठीक आएगा.
You said 47?
I say 47.
62.
Sure, I'm going 42, yeah. This side I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm going 62.
But one sec, I just want to tell Ajinkya Rahane, give a reality check, that if I hope he gets this guessing game wrong, because if he gets it right,
Mummy's not going to be happy.
that's not good for India, right? For India's chances. So let's all hope and pray that Aju gets 4 out of 4 wrong. We don't want
That's why I
America to
said,
get 6.
आज का दिन गलत ही जा रहा है.
So that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to jinx it.
Jinx is jinxing it.
You see the game he's playing. It's just amazing. All right, we'll come back and play some more games at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox, so do join us then. USA needs 162 to secure what would be quite a historic win against India in the first game, their respective first games of this T20 World Cup. Thank you so much for watching Cricbuzz Live. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.